So this is my Morecambe vs Carlisle match preview for Easter Monday and my Easter Monday predictions for the National League. So we're going into this game on the back of a 0-0 draw at home to Gateshead, which happened today. I'm actually not going to be shouting my head off because I thought Carlisle actually played well, to be fair. Carlisle played well, we actually created chances, just didn't take them. At the end of the day, just didn't take our chances. I didn't like the line-up, but at the end of the day, the line-up that we put out actually played well. Gateshead was sitting back, settling for the point, which was a massive point in the race for survival in the National League. Bob Ayer set the Gateshead team up to notify us, and in the end they did that. Gateshead had a chance though, didn't they? Start the second half where Modern Phoenix hit it off the line. What a clearance off the line. And once again this season it was always the same old story. Once again we don't start the second half very well. We always seem to be asleep in the second half. Hugh Parker, I do feel a bit sorry for Hugh Parker. But at the end of the day, Hugh Parker made the effort, didn't he, to try and create chances for himself. But once the ball came to him when we were in the final third, just couldn't trap it, could he? Couldn't trap it, and fans were getting frustrated with him. But to be fair, the fans capped him off when he got subbed off. To be fair, which was good to see. And we were just missing that clinical striker, weren't we? Up front. Stephen Fern should have scored for me. Should have scored where in the second half, straight at the keeper. Some of the shots were straight at the keeper, but we were unlucky, to be fair. Some of our shots hit the post. Obviously, it was strong wind. It was very windy there, but I'm not done playing the weather. It was the same for both teams at the end of the day. We were just unlucky. It was just fucking windy. Basically, the wind denied us, don't, basically. But yeah, it was the same for both teams, wasn't it? Yes, be real. It was the same for both teams. I'm not going to blame the weather. I'm not that type of person. And good point for Gateshead. Obviously, the DAP is now 4 points. We're now 4 points clear in third, which obviously means Warren Wood obviously closed the DAP with 5-1. I think it was 5-1 in the end against Rollstone. And yeah, I'm not going to be shutting my head off, really. I'm not, because yes, I expected to win the game. I expected to win our remaining games. But at the end of the day, we put the effort in, didn't we? We did put the effort in. It just didn't go in the door. What can we do? Nothing you can do about that. Mark Hughes can't even be playing today. Because at the end of the day, he made the substitutions as well at the right time. I don't think David Asboy coming off was the right substitution. That was a questionable one. But apart from that, we can't play Mark Hughes today. Maybe because it was 0-0, that's why we went for it. If we were 1-0 up, we probably would have invited pressure. So probably because it was 0-0, that's why he was done for it. That's why we were done for it today. And now we go away to Morecambe, who got an unbelievable win at the league leaders, Matchday, winning 4-2. At Matchday, what a win for Morecambe that is. And what a pure that is for Matchday to use to Morecambe 4-2. York are now top of the National League. And no difference after their win at Boston as well. So Morecambe, they're done be in positive spirits going into this game. And I always said though, it was going to be a tough game. It was always going to be a tough game away at Morecambe, no matter what the result was there away at Wattsdale for them. Because that was a free hit for them. And yeah, it's going to be tough. Jim Bentley in charge now at Morecambe. Knows the club as well. They've been in the mess this season, haven't they? Should never appointed a citizen manager in the first place. Just because of the religious beliefs, they have the same religious beliefs. It shouldn't be happening in the first place, appointing that manager. But they got rid of him now. Morecambe do look like they're now the way they're and son. I think they are out the way they're and son actually. I think it's Prague, Braintree, Truro, I think that, no, actually, I think they are still in the way decent zone, that's it, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think Morecambe, they're having another one like they said as well, aren't they? Picking up results. And for me, it's going to be a tough game. They got the players on paper, Morecambe, that shouldn't be in the bottom four. The guys of Chat Nolan, for example. The guys of Chat Nolan, and they got the players, Morecambe, so they will give us a test. My line-up, I'm making changes. R.C. Davis, Dalvin, Callum Williams, I don't know why they weren't playing today. They should be starting for me. They are part of our Wonders 11. But Derby should be back in as well. You got energy in midfield, and we haven't really got a striker available, so why not play Chris Conrad as a false 9 if he's back, because he was missing today. So play him as a false 9. Allow Reading Lilly and Adsboy to make them ones as well, and they can link off very well as well. So that'll be my lineup. My predictions for Easter Monday. I think Pracky will draw 1-1 in Spotson. Pracky do Yatta Doles, Dorner under Andy Wynn. I thought Andy Wynn would have been a good appointment, but it's had a negative impact, hasn't it? And they do where Dasenbaum at the moment, Pracky. Boston got nothing to play for. And the for 1-1 draw. Braintree versus Woking. I think Braintree are all but down for me. But I think it'll be Doles in that game. Woking through 3-3 with EC, but I think Woking will win that game 3-2. EC versus Yeovil, that'll be more tighter game. I'm going for a 1-1 draw. Bit of a 6-pointer in it for survival. Halifax versus Tamworth, I'm going for a 2-1 win for Halifax. I think Halifax at the moment, I think Southend are in pole position now to seal that final playoff place over Halifax. They said for Stunthorpe, I think that'll be a 1-1 draw. Stunthorpe are only playing for momentum now, aren't they, for the playoffs. They said want to try and officially confirm safety. I'm going for a 1-1 draw. Hartlepool versus Rochdale. I think Rochdale will bounce back, but I think it'll be a hard fought 1-0 win away at Hartlepool. Morecambe versus Carlisle. I'm going for a 1-1 draw. I just don't. For some reason, I just don't see us winning. But you know what? It wouldn't shock me if we did win though. After Morecambe beat Rochdale, it'd be so Carlisle to fucking beat Morecambe, won't it? After they just beating Rochdale. But I'm going for a 1-1 draw. Solihull Moors versus Bournemouth. I think there'll be doors in that game, but I'm going for a 3-2 win for Bournemouth, and as they got to put the pressure on those in third place. Sutton and Southend, I'm going for a 1-1 draw. I think Southend are better at home compared to away from home. Truro versus Forest Green. I think Truro are already red data now, aren't they? I think they're already red data, so I'm going for a 3-0 win for Forest Green. Willstone versus Aldershot. I'm going for a 2-2 draw. I don't see Aldershot going down, really. I really don't. So I'm going for a 2-2 draw. And York versus Alton. Alton don't really have much to play for, I don't think. So I'm going for a comfortable 4-0 win for York as the title race continues between them and Rochdale. So that's my Morecambe versus Carlisle match preview. And my Easter Monday predictions for Monday. And obviously just did my day said review in this video as well. Feel free to leave your thoughts and predictions down below in the comments. And hopefully the Blues can get the win away at Morecambe. And this time, let's hope Carlisle actually take the chances, hopefully, in this game. Up the Blues, come on the Blues.